Hi, I'm Venkatesh. Today we will see how to exploit this most recent vulnerability, that is CVE number 2017-0199. So all Windows versions are vulnerable to this, Windows Server and Windows desktop versions. So Microsoft has released a patch on April 11th, so please update if you don't do that. Um, So this vulnerability occurred in .rtf file, rich text format file. So in that, when we embed a object, so it is not actually properly checking that content what is there inside that. Let me show that where exactly the vulnerability is. If you see here, let me click on new document. So here go to insert object, so create from file. So here we can embed a link to this file, so that content of that file will be loaded in this if you give a link. So we can also give HTTP link, so particular file name, some domain name, some abc.com or IP address, then slash particular path. So like suppose uh, some document is there, some abc test doc, then you can give the test doc path. So like this you can give, so this content of that one will be loaded here. Okay, when you click on this link to your file. So but this is not, this is directly loading it when you open this from this remote system. It is taking and loading it, it is not checking it. If this test.doc has a payload, I mean malicious data, that is if that has a VB script, so that VB script also Microsoft Word or WordPad will understand this VB script, so it will execute that malicious code also. Okay, so this is what the vulnerability. So how to exploit this vulnerability, we'll check it. So for this exploit is already publicly available in GitHub, so I have downloaded that. This is the exploit. Okay, so we can do it manually, but that will consume much time, so let's do this with a tool. If you see here, this is the place where exploit is available. So attacker directly posted here, hacker. So you can download this with this command if you are using Linux. So with the git clone, or you can download zip file and you can extract that. So that will be having these files, so I'm in that directory only. So this is the Python file, so exploit code. Okay, so you can use this tool, so Python CVE -h. So this is the help for this. So first what we have to do is first we have to create a malicious RTF file, so that has this link to the malicious uh, file, test.ht or test.doc, something like that. So then you can so whenever he clicks on that, it will be connecting to this attacker site. Whenever he clicks on this malicious RTF file, so opens that file, then it will be connecting to this whatever the link they give it in object place, so object link OLE. Okay, so it will be connecting to the attacker. So attacker will be listening on I mean it will be, we can, this tool itself will start a web server on port 80, so it will be listening on port 80. So we can, it will handle this request, and it will respond with a HTA malicious code. Okay, shell code. So and also it will be listening on this interpreter shell, reverse shell. So attacker will get a reverse shell whenever he opens that malicious file. So this has two parts. First is file generation, another one is exploitation. So first let me create a malicious file, that is payload. So I have collected, to save the time, I have collected all the commands. So if you see, my IP address is 192.168.109.134. Okay, 109.134 is my IP address. So I am creating this payload. So this is a, so -w, you can see the help file if you want it. So it is mode, I'm using generation, so file generation. So -w, this is the file. Offerletter.rtf is a file I'm going to create it, that I'll be sending it to victim over email or any other way. Okay, so this is the payload. This is attacker's IP address. This is the location. Logo.doc. This is a file. It is trying to connect it. When it is trying to connect it, we will be listening on that IP address with a port IT, and it is also listening on multi-handler TCP reverse shell also. So let's see that. First we'll create this. It will be connecting to this in object. So -u, you have to use URL. So generating payload, it's successfully payload created. If you see here ls, this is the payload of letter.rtf. Okay, so let me copy this file. It is also here. Yeah, copy this file. I'll be pasting it in. We can send it over mail also, but I'll be pasting manually here. So this is victim's machine. So somehow victim got this RTF file. So whenever he opens this, he will be affected. Before that, attacker has to get ready for that to handle this request and all. So for that, we have to start our we have to create our payload. So reverse TCP payload, I'm creating it here. If you see, yeah, see with the MSF Venom. So I'm creating a Windows Meterpreter reverse TCP shell. So its host is our attacker's IP address. That is, it's listening on the port reverse connection. So it is connecting to this 4444 port. Okay. So it will create this exe file. So if you see here, this is the shell. It has created a new file. Okay. So earlier this file is not there. So now we got a new file here. So now I'm running this multi-handler to so let me run this MSF console multi-handler. So it is setting a payload automatically. Command line I've entered. Let's see this. Okay, so now we have to start. This is Meterpreter shell purpose. So now we have to also start web server. So for that we have a same this script we have, that is same tool that has another mode, that is exploit mode. So -m exploit exp -e, that shell, where that shell is there, that path you have to give, that is in current location only. You can use that. So this is a shell.exe file. So -l load shell. So this is the path, and this is the -l load shell. So this is, you have to give the path where exactly this is. This is in current location. I have just given as that file. Okay. So I'm just executing this. So it will be listening on that port AIT. It will start service on port AIT. So it will. Okay. So we are also started multi-handler here. So it's whenever we get a shell, that will be it will be showing here Meterpreter shell here, because we have created a payload that is Meterpreter reverse TCP. Okay, server running. It didn't finish yet, I think. Okay, waiting for victim to connect. It is running on the port 80. So let's. So this is the setup at attacker side. So now I'm the victim now. I'm in Windows machine. I'm just double clicking on this. If you don't have Microsoft Office, you can use Windows Word. That will be pre-installed. By default, it will be installed in all Windows machines. You know that. So yes or no, you can click anything. So that doesn't matter. So whatever you click it, it doesn't matter, because as soon as you open it, that will be loading this malicious object link. So that will be coming to here. So here, if you see, received a request for payload. So from this IP address, this IP address is my Windows, so victim's IP address. If you see here in another tab, we got a Meterpreter shell. So let's check whether we got a right or not. If you see sysinfo, it's desktop RG2, my Windows machine. It's a Windows 10 actually, so it is showing Windows 8. Anyways, so it's a 32-bit version. If you see ls pwd, So I'm on the location Windows C drive, Windows System 32. Okay, yeah. So PS, if you see processes, it is showing all Windows processes and all. You can kill any process, anything you can do now. So it is in your control. So this is an exploitation of the 0-day vulnerability. So if you have updated antivirus, that will detect this. So I have updated my antivirus, that I have disabled it. Otherwise it is detecting as with the CVE ID, it is also showing that. So this is attack, it is happening. So that has signature update. So better solution is update operating system. Okay, thanks for watching this.